people always tell you if you want to get a tattoo, you should think about it. Like every day, think about tattoo, where you want it.
Just look at the disapproval on my face.
Are you gonna like it in the next 5 to 10 years, type of thing. I've never done that. I've never ever done that. I've had a few tattoos now, and hopefully more to come. But I've never spent more than a day or two thinking about the tattoo I wanted. I see what I like, and I just save up the money, and I just go get it done. It's never really been an issue for me. But then you've got some people that will literally mull over the image or whatever for sometimes even years, and still never do it. But I have anxiety, like crippling anxiety, actually. So how does that work? Like, how am I able to just get a tattoo on a whim, but when it's time for me to go to the tattoo shop, tattoo parlor, I freak out. I have a condition called hyperhidrosis as well, and
this is basically an overactive sweat glands. My sweat glands are overactive.
Because I want to do a few videos and try and I'll get to that. But it was the most terrifying feeling, just because I knew I had to go into a building where there'd be other people, and like thinking about it now is making me feel a bit, because even though I want my tattoo, I want it done, it's just this, I don't know, there's just this fear of being around people. And so it's all part mental health. That's the topic. My name's Sophia, or Sophia, and Sophia. I don't know. I'm in the UK, so you guys tell me. I feel like because obviously in my country it's just Sofiat. Hello, Sofiat. Hi, how are you, Sofiat? But I don't expect people, that aren't from the same place as myself to be able to pronounce my name in the same way. So I just kind of leave it up to you. As long as you make an effort, that's always nice. But yeah, I basically I have depression. It's not. Well, my depression is a symptom of something else. I always knew that something was off. I always knew that something wasn't quite right. Like, I was always just a little bit different to everyone else. I'm gonna have a look at something.
So I'm not gonna try and edit this out, because I tried to edit before and I just don't get it. So we'll leave it this way for now until I can figure that out.
I didn't put it on. I forgot to put it on, but I just wanted to see if it makes a difference. I'll leave it on because I like it. I like it like that. But I've wanted to make YouTube videos and just put myself out there and put mental health out there for so long. I feel like I could be a really good advocate for people that do live with mental health issues. Considering for as long as I can remember, I've been one of those people, and obviously over the last couple of years with the pandemic and everything, it's been crazy, right? It's just been nuts. But people are understanding a bit more about mental health. People are experiencing it, maybe for the first time in their lives. Some people, I had people at my old job, saying they had to take about a week off of work because they just couldn't get out of bed. They just felt so miserable. They didn't know why. And, it was just this harrowing feeling that they just couldn't get rid of. And I'm just sort of like, yeah, that's story of my life. Like, need I say more? It's just, and it's kind of nice, not in a malicious way. Like, I hope, I wish everyone was depressed. Of course not. But I just feel like for so long I was essentially, I was seeking help. I was reaching out for help. And it's so, especially when it comes to mental, I'm going on about my day. You don't see me at night time when I'm in tears, when I'm, struggling. I just kind of have to get on with it, don't you? Because that's kind of what you're told, especially coming from an African background. I don't know if anybody knows about that, but any kind of hurt that's not physical, that you can't see, it's just like, what are you talking about? Like, you have food, you have a roof over your head, like you don't have any reason to complain. And it's like, right, yeah, absolutely. And I can appreciate those things, but I'm not being funny. Those are basic human needs, right? You know, that's everybody's entitled to have all of those things. And it sucks that some people don't, and that's a whole nother story. But I think that in a world where, you know, everything seems all hunky-dory because you've got a roof over your head and things like that, it doesn't mean that it is. Like, depression can hit anyone, mental health issues can hit anyone at any time. And I really want to talk about it. I really want to put myself out there. Like, you know, I've seen so many different people coming in and coming out and talking about mental health, and I don't know, for me this is quite therapeutic. Like, it's nice to know that, like, I'm not alone, I'm not the only person that has these struggles. It's nice to know that there's other people that can relate to, you know, the everyday struggle, because it'd be hard especially when, like, you know, I want to be able to just get on with life. I had so many interests, I had so many things I wanted to do, I had friends, but all of that just slowly but surely, like, went away. And work's been done outside somewhere. And I know that a big part of that is because of my mental health. You know, sometimes you do push people away without realizing, or sometimes, you know, you do realize it, but you just kind of don't want to deal with the questions and the connection and the commitment of having people around, because you yourself, like, you're just not okay. How can I be okay around other people when I'm not okay on my own? Like, I just really struggled, and I pretty much wear my heart on my sleeve. My emotions aren't very far off from what it appears to be. I'm not very good at hiding how I feel, especially when it comes to people I'm close with, people I spend all my time with. It's just how I am. But, you know, I do want to sort of be, I don't know, I want to put myself out there as an advocate for people that feel the same way, and people that are going through struggles. Maybe you have a diagnosis, or maybe you don't, but maybe you just know that, like, something's not right. And it took a while for me to get the help that I needed, and I'm still on that journey. Like, I haven't fully, you know, really even been assessed 100%. And that's partly my fault as well, because I do struggle talking to a counsellor, which is weird. I don't know, I just feel like, especially when, I don't know, it's complicated, but I always feel rushed, and maybe, you know, because paranoia is something I struggle with as well. Maybe that's a big part of, like, but for some reason with this, it's almost just like, I'm talking to myself right now, and whoever happens to see the video, you know, and it's not necessarily that I'm having a personal discussion with someone. I don't know, there's just not, the anxiety is just not there as much. But then also I wanted to be able to sit down in front of a camera and talk and put myself out there. It's always been something that I've dreamt of doing, so maybe it's that motivation that's also helping me to actually manifest it. But I mean, either way, I do think that there are different ways that you can help yourself and become a better version of yourself. And for me, social media is a big part of it, because I do enjoy connecting with people. I just struggle to do so in real life physical form. So hopefully this is something that I'll be able to sort of get myself immersed in, and make friends, make allies, meet mentors, and just grow. I feel like growth is something that I'm really, I'm so tired of being stuck in the same place, but like mentally, because and you know, in my real life, because obviously the more you sit around and think, and the more you sit around and wallow in your thoughts, that, you know, the less time you have to actually get up and make movements and do what you want to do in life. And so this is something of a stepping stone for me to actually get involved in life and live, and not be so cooped up and be so afraid all the time. And I really hope there's other people out there that have a similar desire and would be excited to follow my journey or share their journey and just do this together. So I'm really excited for this, and it's my first ever video that I'm posting, so I have lots of different ideas, and I have lots of different things that I'd like to talk about, depending on the kind of engagement that comes from this. So I don't really know. We're putting it out there into the universe, and fingers crossed. So, I also wanted to talk about my. I don't know if I should do another video for this, but I think I'll just, because I'm very into spirituality, and it's a big part of what's been helping me get into a better place. So, you know, things like yoga and meditation. I always sort of dabbled in, but I'm really wanting to make it a lifestyle of mine now. And tarot readings is something that I'm wanting to also get involved in. So I would urge anyone that's interested in just a little read, a little energy read, or just a small question that you want to ask. I'd be willing to, I'd be very happy, very excited to do readings just to help myself tap into more energies, help myself become more confident and more proficient really in my reading styles. So that's also something that I wanted to put out there. And mental health is something that affects everybody, and not everybody is aware of what people are going through. What am I trying to say? We all need to be kind to each other and nice to each other. And if you see someone that's maybe not doing so well, it's just nice to check up on them, and just make sure that things are okay. Rather than maybe, you know, sort of shunning them or making a mockery out of them. You know, things that I've experienced both, you know, in my life, and I could just imagine how my life would be different had I had a certain way of being approached by people. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that it's interesting enough for you to want to share, like it, hopefully subscribe to my channel, and wait for more videos to come if you'd like. So thank you again, and I hope you have a lovely day.